Hello and welcome to my review of 1984's Splash starring Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. But before I get into the review, I'd like to say three things. First, if I make this shot, go ahead and subscribe. If I miss it, just give me a like. So close. Secondly, I want to say a spoiler alert for this movie, so consider yourself warned. Thirdly, I want this to be a discussion on this movie, so if you have any opinion or any thoughts on this movie or any of my points about the movie, go ahead and say that in the comment section down below. Let's get into it. So 1984's Splash, starring Tom Hanks, Daryl Hannah, John Candy, and Eugene Levy, directed by Ron Howard. The first thing that kind of came into my mind when I finished watching this movie was it's a grown-up Little Mermaid, in that you have this mermaid played by Daryl Hannah, who doesn't know English. That was one of the difference between this and Little Mermaid, was that Madison doesn't know English at the beginning of the movie, and she learns English and a lot about humanity from watching TV, and it was really cool, just seeing that kind of unusual way to learn about somebody's society from TV, and it was really interesting. And she did the actress Daryl Hannah did a really good job of portraying this sense of wonder in Madison, and that she just wanted to know, she saw so many amazingly different things than what she's used to, that she just wanted, she played this character very well, as far as her wanting to know more about these things that she had never seen before. One of the things that really stood out to me was that even though this is a Tom Hanks led comedy, he's not the funniest person in the movie. That actually, at least from my point of view, John Candy as his brother Freddie was really funny, and that's not like a knock on Tom Hanks. I just feel like with the jokes that Tom Hanks was given compared to the jokes that John Candy was given, John Candy was definitely given more of the funnier or the good stuff, if that makes sense. It feels like John Candy was given more to be funny with, rather than Tom Hanks, if that makes sense to you. But he's definitely the most funny, and his delivery and his comedic timing and everything is really on point for this movie. He definitely was the best of these side characters, as far as my opinion goes. The best part of this movie, in my opinion, is Daryl Hannah as the Madison the Mermaid. She plays this amazing character who knows almost nothing about humanity at the beginning of the movie, and the way she just learns a lot of things about us from television, and then she kind of applies that to what she's doing in New York, and the way that she plays off of Tom Hanks and him and her hinting that she's, she can't be in New York for long, but she doesn't really want to tell him that she is a mermaid. And she does a very good job of just showing, rather than telling, that this character is kind of amazed at almost everything that she sees. And the way she plays off of Tom Hanks, for me, she was the best part of this movie. If her character didn't work, then this movie would not have been, I don't think it would have been good at all. This movie ended in a very unpredictable ending, and what I mean by that is I had no clue of what was going to happen at the end of this movie, and that's all credit to the filmmakers in that in that sense. And when Madison takes Alan to Atlantis, I was like, oh, because in the entire movie we never really get to see or have a mention of any other mermaids. Like, Madison is the only one that we ever see, and I was like, wow, I didn't know that, because it wasn't there. She didn't say anything about them, and we didn't see any other ones. So I was like, maybe she's the only one, maybe she's not. I don't know, but it was really cool in that I had no idea where it was gonna go, and it had a typical rom com ending where it was a happy ending, and it gave me satisfaction in knowing that they'll be together for the rest of their lives, and it was like they both wanted that, and they both got it, and I was happy, and it was a really satisfying ending as far as what happened to pretty much all the characters in this story, and I was like, yeah, that works for me.